Yes, okay, so first of all, I want to tell you guys that we finished the first chelek, which is a very important chelek in the Sharei Kedusha, talking about the importance of fulfilling all the 613 mitzvot, and about the four midot, the bad midot, and what comes out of them, and how if you don't fix your kli, you never will be an ability to reveal the or inside your neshama. You will never reach anything in your life if you don't finish the kli. And fixing the kli is more important than fixing anything else. That's why it's not even written inside the Torah, because it's obvious that the Torah is the or. You need to fix your kli. The kli is the derech eretz shekadma the Torah. Okay. The kli is the receiver, correct. The vessel is not fixed. That's exactly what this week's parasha is. The 7 kings of Edom, which in Kabbalah is the 7 kings in the Ari Kadosh, Torah Tasod. They're the 7 kings who broke. The vessel wasn't able to receive the or, the neshama. Okay. So most important thing, guys, is to fix our midot. We have to fix our midot. If we're kabdanim, to overcome our kabdanut, ka'asanim, ka'as, ga'aftanim, ga'ava, ta'avot. Everything you should do, even a little bit. You want to eat too much food, food is the best one, because it's the most constant one. Alright? Food, drink, anger, ga'ava. That's under ta'ava. So now we're in the Tochachot inside Sharei Kedusha. So first thing I want to tell you guys is that I want to go back to start doing Otrot Hayim. Because I think it's about time we start going back to it. Maybe 1 week like this, 1 week like that. So that's the first. Second thing, I want to make we're doing Hilchot Nida shiur over here.
That's good.
And I want to do with a projector and thing like I said in my previous shiur, and to make like a slides.
Yeah.
You know?
Step by step.
And I think it's important to go over it. Like I told you guys, you have to constantly go over Hilchot Nida. And also, so we have to think of something to do it together. That's why we're ready for the time of Mashiach. If he's coming soon, which we have to believe that he's coming every single day, we have to be ready. You understand? And Torah is not just Shabbat, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and Tefillin. Torah is, there's a whole part of Torah you guys are not even in contact with since 1,954 years.
It's been 54, 53.
68 BC. So do 2020 minus 68. 2020 minus 68, do.
2020 minus 68.
2020
minus 68.
4 common error.
52.
So we're 1,952 years.
Yes, lovely.
This year is going to be 53. May it not come. Okay? May Mashiach come beforehand. We already said it. This is the year Ma'ashpot Yarim Evion. Ve'ata. Huh? Kolot, yes. Today is a lot of kolot going on, no?
1,900.
Question is, what's kolot? Is it the actual kolot, or is what we're doing? Ve'ata. And behold, Ben Adam, man, son of man. Pekach einecha. Open your eyes, mina ivaron, from the blindness. Your eyes are open, but they're not really open. Ure'eh, and see, ki kol hanaot hatovot ha'olam hazeh hevel hema. All the pleasures of this world are nothing. Ma'aseh ta'atuim is just mishegas. It's just coming to make you mebalbel otcha. Lama titgae ala briot. Why do you have ego on human beings? Im bekoma skufa. If you think because you're tall and you have a straight back and you look good, kulam nivreu b'tzelem Elokim. Everyone is created b'tzelem Elokim. Im b'mishpacha. If you think you have a beautiful family, kulanu b'nei yishecha. We're all the same family. B'nei Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Im be'osher. If because you think you're rich, kama rekim upochazim mimcha, ashirim yoter mimcha. How many people are richer than you, and they're empty really? They're rekim, they're pochazim, they're rishayim, and they're richer than you. V'ot ki Hashem horishu ma'ashir, and Hashem is the one who gives riches. V'al yithalel ha'ashir ba'oshro. The rich should not be, should praise himself in his richness. Ki maybe Hashem gave the person the richness, and one day he gave it to him to break him. That riches will be itself the reason why he will fall. Like my dad said the story this week's thing, how that it's amazing. How could a guy do that to himself? Ve'im bisrara v'chavod, and if you think because you reach the level of honor, kama bizuyei mishpacha shlotim ba'olam, how many losers out there are ruling the world? We have one good example right now.
So true.
One donkey. That's his party's thing.
Insignia.
כמו שכתוב, תחת עבד כי ימלוך. The servant rules over the master. ועוד כי העושר והכבוד מלפניו. The osher and the kavod is from him. והוא משפיל גאים עדי הארץ. We do this every day in Shmonayis, before Shmonayis. Hashem takes the people with ga'ava, brings them down. ואם בחוכמה, if you think you're very smart, כמה חכמים גדולים נטרדו מהעולם הזה מעולם הבא. How many smart people they lost their עולם הבא? How many smart people out there they gain nothing? Nobody remembers them. So we have in gava and wisdom.
Temporary.
Like Doeg Adomi, the red warrior. Achitofel and Achitofel. They said they wouldn't do anything without Achitofel's advice. What happened to him? He killed himself at the end. And Yeravam ben Navat, that he used to translate the Torah, not translate, explain the Torah in 170, something like 140, I think, different ways. Gemara and Sanhedrin. One day Hashem can take all of a person's chokhmah. I know a story of a person, they went out, they were walking. I just heard this yesterday. They slipped, they fell, they woke up, don't remember anything. Nothing, zero, it never came back to them. How much a person has to worry when he gets old that he should have his brain intact. How much would you pay to have your brain in your old age? I had a grandparent who was borderline. I'm telling you, it's scary stuff. Very scary. It was, I wouldn't say it was Alzheimer's, but it was something borderline. Person should not have halel from his chokhmah. Halel to praise yourself. How are you going to have gava? You were once a smelly drop. You came out the same way urine comes out. That's who you used to be.
He's trying to humble you.
That's what he's saying. What are you gava? You came out the same way urine comes out. You should have embarrassment in your life. You will be worms and the rima in your death. You are earth, you are dust, and to dust you will return. It will be like you were never born.
You are nothing. Karoche.
I want to know how you get angry in your life. Where does your anger come from? How are you not going to get upset on yourself? You yourself, by getting angry, you rip your soul from your body. You're a server of idols. You make your creator upset. You will pay the piper at the end for your anger. You're going to pay Hashem. You're going to answer for that anger.
So when you're angry, you like really get
Even
angry,
if you do
what
tshuva?
happens? So you go to game over and then what?
Yeah, even if you do teshuvah.
I thought they're not going to remind the sins when you do
You have to
tshuva.
fast 150 times if you want to
Or
do
deeper than
teshuvah.
150 times.
Wow.
Can you give
And give 100.
Aleph, Lamed, Fei,
So
Hey,
if your
hey,
kid gets you
you
angry,
don't-
what happens? Then there's something wrong with you?
Huh?
If your kid gets you angry, then something wrong with you.
You shouldn't get angry. I know it's tough. I know it's tough.
What if your wife gets you?
But
That's our job. Let's finish one.
but you should remember if you constantly listen. There's two kinds of reason to get angry. Either you get angry out of how we say Bukhari ishkam seri, everything is good for you. But let's say you got 5 kids in your house, and everyone wants something else at the same time. And it's that, if a person loses his patience at that moment, I'm not really sure this
That's not
applies
really
to
anger.
them. But if a person, everything is going well, he's okay, he has this, he's sitting in luxury, and your kid gets you upset.
Control yourself.
Control yourself. The anger is not going to fix him. It's not going to fix
Whipping him
him.
would fix him?
Huh?
Whipping him would fix him?
And if you beat him,
Whipping it.
I don't think so. It says, Ma'ane rach, Yoshiv Rasha. Soft tongue brings the Rasha back.
Where it says that?
Huh?
Where is this?
In Proverbs.
Isn't it the opposite?
In Proverbs.
Which one is it?
What
No,
book?
it's-
King Solomon.
Oh.
Mishle, which one?
Huh?
Mishle, which
I don't know which one. ואיך תקפיד על אבלי העולם? How are you going to be so stringent, so careful about the heaven of this world? How are you going to be so stringent? וסופך למות. One day you're not going to be here. ורוח עברה בו ואין. No, who said somebody's going to remember you even? Who said? ולא יכירנו מקומו רועב יאמרו היום. People will say, where is he? ואיך תתעצב על העולם שאינו שלך? How dare you be upset, says Reb Chaim Vital, on a world that's not even yours? Nothing here is yours. How are you upset when something gets taken away from you? Nobody owes you anything. ולא תתעצב על פרידת נפשך מגופך ברד. You know what you should be upset on? When your soul will leave your body, you should shake from fear. וזיו ואימה חשיכה נופלת עליו. ואיך תחמוד לציבור זהב? How are you gonna be covet to gather gold? לבנות בתים, build houses, עליות מרווחים, balconies. והוא לגברות יובל אמה על אמה ברום אמה. When you're gonna die, you know what you're gonna be on? A box which is 1 אמה by 1 אמה. בארץ תחתיה מאומה אין בידך. ועזבת לאחרים חדרה. All your hard work you're gonna give to someone else. And what are you gonna think? You're gonna enjoy by leaving them that? Rish Lakish, when he passed away, he left a jug. Rish Lakish.
I left too.
He left a jug of spices. He says, even this is too much. I once was fighting with a guy. Me, my brother, and 2 other guys. We went to do Shiluach HaKen. So we get all the way to Shiluach HaKen. We all did it. That guy couldn't do it. He was too afraid to get next to the bird. And on the way back, I was upset. Not like angry, upset, but I was like,
One mitzvah he couldn't do it. Abraham was
such a rare mitzvah, such a big mitzvah. How do you get all the way there like this? Then say, oh yeah, everything I do in my life is for my kids. So I tell him, what do you mean everything? You think when you pass away you're gonna sit over there? Oh yeah, he's using my house. I'm so happy. When you think that, he's fighting with me. Yeah, we live for our children. We live for our children. We live for our children. I say, you live for yourself. You have children only because God tells you to bring children. When you pass away after 120, you're not going to be happy looking in Shamayim, yeah, he's using my house, using my car, using my money. You're not going to be happy about that. In this world, you think you're happy because of that. In the next world, you're not going to care. Because all these things in this world is heaven. It's heaven. Person's house, his car, his phone, his clothes.
Torah.
Why we working like
You're
dogs?
gonna care about, huh?
Mitzvot.
You're gonna care about those seconds of life that you grab, another second of learning Torah, and they're gonna show you in Shamayim what that is.
Talking about your kid.
No, for yourself and the
Your
kids.
children.
Yeah, what should I care about?
You should care about it. Your child, like it says by Avraham Avinu, "Laman asher yitzaveh et banav." That he will command his children to go in the ways of Hashem. That's what tzedakah u'mishpat. That's
He's
the.
going in my footsteps.
But more important than children is what?
Torah.
Talmidim,
Wow.
students.
Children?
Moshe Rabbeinu, who took over him?
Talmud.
Students. All the shoftim, what were they?
Student.
Rabbi to student, Rabbi student. All the Kabbalah was what? Rabbi, student.
Why can't
Could
I
be your
children
son too.
Why can't I children be our son?
You could, but I'm just saying it. Why am I telling you this? Don't think I have a son, the yeshiva is going to raise him for me. The yeshiva will teach him Torah for me. You have to teach him yourself. You want him to be your student, but stay there. But teach him. Sit with him. Give him your time. Teach him Torah. I know a guy, he only has daughters. He teaches his daughters Rashi with Chumash every Sunday. 7, 8 years old girl. She knows how to learn Rashi with Chumash. That's crazy. I was laughing. Rashi with Chumash. I know. Lama tigala ashir? Why are you always running for the richness? V'akol talui b'mazal. Everything deals with mazal. Afilu sefer Torah she'b'yechal. Even the sefer Torah and the yechal talui b'mazal.
Wow.
ולמה תצטער על עולם שאינו שלך? Why you care for the world that's not yours? כהרף עין
Because we're in it.
תלך. But it's not yours.
But we're in it.
But it's not
We have
yours.
to live
It's
over
like I'm going to the palace, the president's palace, the president's White House, You gonna care whatever is going on? You're not gonna care. But
Because
you're
we're
in
not
it.
there.
But you're in it.
For 5 minutes.
But you know why you say you're in it? Because you think it's yours.
It ain't yours, man.
It's not yours. You will guess.
It's a donkey.
That's why you're not allowed to take a knife and cut yourself. Even this is not yours.
Yeah,
The Gemara says, halacha, you're not allowed to hurt yourself. Chabura. It's avera to hurt yourself.
can't commit suicide, guys.
Because the body is not yours.
Forget about suicide. You
Mazahis.
can't even put a tattoo there. Forget about suicide.
It's a loner, buddy.
The kol asher yagata, anything that you gathered in your life, le'efes u'letohu le'evel kochecha kilita. Everything was for nothing. Lama tim'as Torat Chayim? Why are you disgusted with Torah, says Rabbi Chaim Vital? Chaye olam, the true life. Le'esof mamon chaye sha'at, to gather something that will only give you life for a couple of hours. Kol asher gazar Elokim alecha, everything that God decreed on you, im dal, im ashir, rich, poor, alav. En lo osif, you cannot add to that. Umimenu en ligra, ki Hashem mor yishu mashir. God makes you rich, and God chas shalom does the opposite. And if a person runs all of his life for that, you lost both. You lost the olam haba, and you lost the olam. Ve'ibata olamcha, olam ha'chayim, v'chatzit ta'avatcha alav yadecha, and only you got half of your taiva. Lama tit'aneg badeshen v'amotzvotcha tachalitz u'machar al afar tishkav. Why are you looking to make yourself beautiful, to make yourself so well groomed, the best massages and banyas and this.
It's
Tomorrow you're gonna turn into dust.
Present time.
You want to be presentable?
No,
He said it's enjoyable at the present
Present
time.
That's exactly what he's saying. Open your eyes. Look at his first words. Ben Adam,
Ben Adam.
son of man. Pekach enecha, he's saying. Open your eyes. From where? Mina ivaron, from the blindness. There's only one question you should always have in your life. What does Hashem want from me now? This is not your place. You are a worker.
Trabajitos, man.
Trabajitos, they say?
You're a servant.
And here's the strongest one. How are you going to ask for kavod in this world? Strong words. I think everyone should read this once a day. V'tikvat enosh rima. At the end, you're going to become a rima. Ve'od ki en malchut nogat bechaverta. Look at these strong words. You cannot become a leader until the guy in front of you, his time is to end.
False.
Afilu kimeloni ma. Even for a second, you cannot rule in somebody else's time. You're on God's time. Hila Hashem hamiducha. To God is the kingship. Ubeado legadeh lechazek lakol umashpil af meromem. He brings up, he puts down, he makes you strong. Ve'ech tesaper lashon hara re'acha tov. How you dare say lashon hara on your friend? Look inside, guys. Read it inside me. With me the words. The kama kategorim mesaprim ra'atcha. You know how many bad angels talk about you every day? Umaskirim avonotecha lifnei mi she'amar vaya olam. How many yetzer hara say? How many of those they speak about you? How are you speaking about someone else? Don't you think, what about they speaking about you in Shamayim? Velama tisna oyevcha. Why you hate people? Ve'en lecha oyev gadol mimcha. Your greatest enemy is yourself, says Rabbi Chaim Vital. Shegorem ra'a la'atzmecha. You yourself cause all the evil to yourself. Me'aneh misagef nafshecha. You enjoy your body, you enjoy your soul, and itzchit u'me'aneged gufcha. You're making your soul, which is forever, you're making him suffer, and while your body, which in a couple of decades is going to go bye-bye, you're making it the king.
The primary.
Vegush afar hoveh v'nifsad. Lama te'ahav sonacha. Why do you love your greatest enemy? Hayetzer hara. You love him so much. Your yetzer hara is b'chaim vital. Asher b'kira v'hu mevakesh ratcha. He wants your death. Your yetzer hara wants your death, and you love him the most. Have you ever seen such craziness? I saw a meme the other day. Joe Biden is holding a turkey and he's saying Happy July 4th.
Yeah.
I saw this meme. This is like a person liking his yetzer hara. Like, this is kind of crazy you have to be. Your yetzer hara wants to kill you and you love him the most. Your yetzer hara is the first one to rat on you after 120. He's the first one to rat on you, and you think he's your friend. It's like that bad friend that you have that always wants to get you down in front of you, get you down. You know, that bad friend. He's the first one to backstab you, but you think he's your friend because he gives you the drugs,
he gives candies,
the club, he gives you the candy. You think he's your friend, but really he's the first one that will put the knife in your back.
Come join me.
How will you in your life dare to be embarrassed To be embarrassed? From what? From a human being. How are you embarrassed from a human being? Lo titbayesh mimelech adir hayom. How are you not embarrassed from God, the mighty King? Ayom ve'nora, His awesomeness is fearful. Shofet kol haaretz, the judge of the world. Melo kol haaretz kevoidoi. Asher be'elo nefesh kol chai. Mimchon shifto hishkiach el kol yoshvei haaretz. He stands from one place and looks at everything in the world. You're afraid of a human being, but you're not afraid of Him. Ve'ech techtal mistarim. Then you go in the privacy of your house and you do averot. Ve'kol ma'asecha adiborcha b'seri. And you think it's not written in the book? All that stuff is written in the book. Ki einav al derkei ish meshotetot al haaretz. His eyes are looking for you at the same moment you're doing that avera. Scary stuff. Now he's saying this. Ve'kol tzadcha. Hashem counts every footstep you make. And those footsteps, unless you're going to give your deen, the judgment. How are you wasting your time watching movies, TV shows? Nifsadim hazman, waste of time. Katzar, umatay taseh, when you're going to work for the forever life? If you didn't work on Erev Shabbat, lo yochal b'Shabbat. You didn't prepare on Friday, you're not going to eat on Saturday.
Single concept.
Habita. Look at this last paragraph before we end tonight. Habita. Look, he says. Ur'eh. Look again. Look deeper. Kama metu b'bcharutam. How many died at a young age? Kama nifalim. How many miscarriages are there? Yonkeh shadayim lo aleinu. How many kids that are breastfeeding, they die. Chas v'shalom. Safu tamu kirosh shibolet imalu. They don't even exist no more. Kilo yeda ish et ito. Nobody knows when he's gonna go. Matay yamut v'avat shemo. Ve'ech tishkach yom hamavet. So how are you gonna forget yourself the day of death? Ve'dina kever. What they're gonna do to you in the grave? Ve'dina shel gehenom. The din of gehenom. Ve'yom hadin hagadol ve'nora. Mi chilenu. Who could imagine it even? Ve'italamta mehem. You forget about it? Ve'en davar mukhrach lavo kamo. There's nothing that's more sure in the world to come than those things. Din of the kever, din of gehenom, and din of the yom hadin hagadol. Those are the three things you could bet everything on them. They will come.
Why so much dins?
Got chills, man.
One din is not enough. We need 2, 3.
We're not good workers.
Yeah, we're bad service, man.
How'd you call it? Orvatos?
Trabajitos.
Carvitos. Ye'en ish mish'ol nivdeh. No man could run away from Sheol.
Death.
The pit. V'nahamta b'chiretcha. You know what you're going to do at the end? Chaval. V'sharei tshuva az ninarim. You can't do tshuva then. There's no tshuva. Trufa lo ta'aleh lamakatcha. You cannot heal those makot. Oratecha, in Gehenom, in the Kever, in Yom Hadin HaGadol. Ve'ech ta'alim eincha min hamavet. Guys, always remember the day of death. V'hu karuch kanachash ala kavecha. It's always surrounding your legs. Every day, Hashem saves you from so many things. U'bechol laila kamet mushkav al mitatcha. Every night when you go to sleep, a person is like dead. Laskircha, Hashem wants to remind you what is to be dead. V'hamavet kshura letotafot b'neinecha, and the death is tied between your eyes. Kitnuma alav hapecha, like the sleep that you breathe and when you go to sleep. B'shochvecha tishmor alecha, it's always hovering around you. V'kitzota taif einecha mimenu v'tabit b'achlei olam b'mamon. When you wake up, what's the first thing you're thinking of? Kesef, kesef, kesef. She'ino shelcha, that kesef is not yours. Ta'anugim she'inam shelcha, those ta'anugim, they're not yours. Ubisrara she'ina shelcha, ube'olam she'ina shelcha, the world that's not yours. Nothing here is yours.
So we have to start working.
Yes.
After this work, you just want to start working.
Yes.
But then
Yes.
no
Yes. Don't you get it? Yes.
What do you say?
Start with
What do you say?
But before you get to 100%, start with 5.
yeah.
Then get to 10. Then 15. They made, I want to tell you guys a statistic. I heard from Elimelech Bitterman. Statistic. They made a statistic in Israel. You know, many people in Israel, they live on debt. In Israel, if your bank account goes down, minus. You're allowed to. It's okay. They don't charge you, I think, or something like that. So they made a statistica. What's the one place in Israel people over 70 live without debt?
Yerushalayim.
No.
Bnei Brak.
Spot.
Bnei Brak. The Kollel of Ponevezh Yeshiva, which have many men over the age of 70, they get 1,000 shekel a month, which is $300, let's say, and most of them, their wives don't work. Statistica, these are the people in Israel that live without debt.
Basically, they live on that $300. They don't
No.
spend so much.
No,
They marry off all their kids, and
No,
they have
they
more
live on that
kids than
money.
all of us over here.
they're not materialistic.
No, you're missing the point.
They have-
Even
they
if
get-
they have materialism, if they want it, they will get it, and somehow will be without debt. That's the point. Because when you marry off a kid, what do you think? It's something like that? You gotta pay the wedding, you gotta pay this, the dunya, this, that. And then people live without it. When Hashem needs to give you the money, it will come. I told you guys in Tzfat when they used to work a couple of hours a day. And those hours used to have baracha. Rabbi Yehuda Ftaya writes in his Perush on Pirkei Avot, you need a job. But in that job, if you're a Talmid Chacham, you will get bracha in that job. You will make enough to be successful. What's the problem? Hashem sees He's going to give you a maneh, you're going to get a matayim. You're going to want matayim. You're not going to stop. You're not going to go to the Beit Midrash. Once you get what you need, what are you going to do? Oh, the customers are coming? Maybe if I stay another hour, they're going to come another 50 of them. Rabbi Chaim says, you're crazy. You don't understand. Those customers that you got, they're the same ones that you were supposed to get. Hashem just gave you so you could close the store and go learn Torah right now. Oh, you're not going to learn? Okay, so stay there till 9. That's exactly the point that he's saying. That's the point where he's saying. And you know what, believe it or not, yeshiva guys, this guy's died, they all have houses on Main Street. They all live, they all marry off their kids, they all send them all kids. Who's telling me? All their kids, like you said, all them in yeshiva, all them pay tuition, lights on Shabbat from no timers. Machmirim, like a Moshe Feinstein, from the morning till the night, lights. How you pay? What do you know how I pay? It's not mine. Let the one who's owner pay for it himself. If I'm a guest, let him pay for it.
A lot of clothes, the poor people. Families.
Yeah.
Billionaires.
A lot of clothes, the poor.
What if they're not?
Buildings.
What if they're not? That's the point of Chaim Bita. Rabotai, if Torah could save you from to get up in Tchiyat HaMetim, don't you think the Torah could save you from everything else? Torah is so sweet, Rabotai. I wish I was in this level to understand this when I was a teenager. I wouldn't have wasted my time. And we're going to answer for all those wasted times. The biggest Yetzer Hara today, the biggest Yetzer Hara is waste of time. We're going to cry over every second wasted. We should make a shiur every night. We should make a Torah every morning. We should learn every second that we can. This is life. This is an addiction. This is the best addiction. That's the point. You're missing the point. Look for it. Look for it. Run after like you're running after. Look what he says. Open your eyes from the blindness. We're blind. We're running after a world that's not ours. We're waiting for Mashiach. You're not waiting for Mashiach. You're waiting for him to solve your problems. That's what you're waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. You're not waiting for him.
It's true for everybody.
How about if I said Mashiach is waiting for you to solve his problems? What are you going to say about that? That's the point, guys. This is the meaning of Sharei Kedusha. Work on your kelim. Work on your kelim. The kelim, the midot. Work on the midot. Everything's on the midot. Yes, good closing. Baruch Adonai La'olam. Amen v'amen.